I'm running something that I'm calling the Rebel Pirate Fleet. It has 6 activations, and they all revolve around the Starhawk being the mothership of the pirate fleet. And the other small ships are the 3 hammerhead corvettes. All of them have some sort of like boarding action upgrade. So one of them has Shriv, another has Champ Sandula, and another has boarding engineers. All 3 hammerheads also have external racks, and the one with boarding engineers has Garrow's Honor, because I think that's a really nice combination with boarding engineers. I'm also running 2 GR75s, both with slicer tools. One of them has Captain Rex and Quantum Storm, and the idea behind those 2 ships is to be disruptive and slice commands away, especially if they've got squadrons, so you don't want them to be commanding squadrons. And with Rex there, to add further disruption with the raid token. I'm running a Starhawk Mark 1. I've got Chris Agate as the Admiral on this ship. It's the flagship. The 2 officers are Ramus Antilles and DCO. The other upgrades are weapon battery techs, leading shots, Phynon Q7 tractor beams, the Magnite crystal tractor beams, H9 turbo lasers, weapon battery techs, and the title is Amity. So the reason I call this the pirate fleet is because the main strategy behind it is the Starhawk, which is the mothership of the pirate fleet, is meant to slow down small ships or slow down big ships. If I get an opportunity, I can slow down to speed 0 and make something else speed 0. And the 5 other small ships are meant to be like fleet tackle, so they're meant to be doing boarding actions and doing lots of disruptive stuff, so the Starhawk can finish them off. So Cham's in there in case I run up against a SSD, so I can change all the command dials. I've got Shriv in there. His main target is to eliminate ECMs out there, so I can combo that with my H9s and take out Brace. And boarding engineers, I've got that there to combo with Amity and Garrow's Honor. So whatever I ram, I'm going to get lots of damage cards onto that enemy ship, and then I can flip them over with boarding engineers. With the raid tokens and the slicer tools GR75s, the idea there is to stop any squadron commands from happening if they've taken squadrons. And look, the one thing that I definitely hate in this game is Imperial Star Destroyers that you joust against and they get away on speed 3, limping away 1 or 2 hull. So I've got raid tokens in there to stop any nav commands. I've got tractor beams to slow things down. I've got slicer tools to slice away any navs at the most critical moment. I also got Cham in there to get rid of things, and I don't know, if I have to, I'll use Shriv to get rid of engine techs. Wait a minute, engine techs don't come on an ISD. ISDs can't take those, so scratch that. So what I'm looking for is to face fleets that are low in activations, that have like a big juicy target such as an ISD or a SSD. What I don't want to be facing is I guess something that's like more than 5 activations. Thrawn is probably going to be an issue because Thrawn counters really hard anything to do with raid or any slicer tool kind of stuff, especially even Cham. So even if I get Cham on board a ship and change all their dials, they'll still have Thrawn dials that they'll use at a critical moment. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm not sure what Felix is running, so I really hope that it's not one of those things.
I'm running a Thrawn 6 activation list. I've got so I've got a core ISD with Strat Advisor, leading shot external Rex Avenger. I've got a Gladiator 1 with Brunson and APT demo, and I've got Arcton with Nida and TRC. I've got a Jerk Santi with Tua, ECM, and finally I just got CompSnet. No squadron.
Alright, so I really wanted to test the Starhawk against normal fleets, but here I am, I'm versing Thrawn of all things, and not just any Thrawn, but a Thrawn that's like the no, I wouldn't call it MSU, but like it's like, you know, multiple activations. He's got 6 with the strategic advisor. It equals my activations, and they're all close heavy hitters as well. So I believe this fleet is very similar to what the national champion ran 2 years ago, and also shout out to Matt Ansley or Gillard Pallion. Very similar to his fleet at Nova last year, except instead of running a Simon who's got a Kuat. And I'm not going to lie, I think this is going to be a really tough fight. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show off some of the stuff that I want to pull off with my Rebel fleet. It's going to be a tough match. So he's picked Solar Corona, of course. He's deployed in the middle, which makes it hard for me as well. I deployed everything in a straight line because, as I mentioned before, what I really want to take down is the ISD. And I also wanted to avoid the other heavy hitters, which is the Gladiator. We've all, you know, dealt with Demolisher before, so I put the Starhawk on the opposite end of opposing his line where Demolisher is. So pretty sure my Starhawk can handle an Architens, and I'm hoping to use my hammerheads to block Demolisher, and whilst at the same time getting close to the ISD and you know, get those boarding actions happen. And one promise I want to tell, you know, to myself that I'm going to do is when I get a boarding action off, I'm going to say, "Arr, prepare to board, ya landlubbers!" Alright, end of turn 1. I think we're both playing pretty cagey here. Felix is advancing slowly forward. So am I. I'm just keeping that line abreast. And what I've done there is I've given everyone their squadron tokens on the first turn, so that way they can do their boarding actions freely. I've given the squadron token to Rex as well, so he can nav the rest of the way. And when I need to put a raid token on, I can just spend the squadron token. And yeah, we'll see how we go in the next turn. Okay, Starhawk's activated. He sliced me with a squadron, so nothing much I can do. So I fired my sighter into the rear of that Architens. That's what I got. I'm going to accuracy the green evade.
Okay, I'm going to redirect and take 3 damage. No, yeah, 3. So redirect to here.
Okay, now front arc, let's see. Okay, front arc is what I rolled after leading shots, and I've decided to actually both dodges.
So I'll take, I'll burn my redirect. Down to 0. My face up. I get life support, failure. Discard all your command tokens.
Oh, interesting. Alright, now I'm gonna move.
Yep. So start of turn 3. Yeah, it's an interesting development. Target rich environment. You know, I can activate. There's many ships that I think I should activate first. Maybe Yarkaton, maybe the ISD. Who knows? I'll definitely be thrown into this turn, and yeah, see what happens.
Okay, so the IC is going first. He's revealed his Thrawn dial, which is Nav, and the native dial is a concentrate. Alright, so what are you going to kill first?
Yeah, I'll shoot at this one.
It's Shrew. Four pirates. Fire away.
Out of front, to front, to accuracy. How much health has he got left?
He's been untouched.
He's untouched?
Yep.
Okay, so definitely leading shot. Reroll this. So I'll accuracy your redirect and take 5.
Alright, so well, I can't do any tokens, so I can't even redirect or evade, so I'm taking 5. So that is, oh, a lie, he has been touched. Alright, I think he's dead. Delete it. Alright, we'll just take him off the board.
Okay.
Alright. Cool. And now you move.
Shooting Starhawk.
Oh, never mind. He still has another shot.
So I've got arc to the front.
Mm-hmm.
So at the side, 2 black, 1 red, and 1 blue. Okay, and I will confire for 1 black. So he's got 1 damage already, right? So I need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go E-Rex. Oh.
Fire away. Boo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, target the redirect.
Alright, so he's dead. Alright, we'll take him off the board. Hammerheads are so fragile.
E-Rex burnt.
Alright, now you move.
I have Nav from Thrawn.
Alright, Demolisher just unloaded side arc, took down the Hammerhead to 1 health, and now it's moving.
Hopefully.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Got arc.
Alright, fire away.
Yep. See you here.
That just kills it. So I can just redirect, take 2 shield, and then 1 to the hole. Yep. So you can delete that shit. Well, there goes all the pirates. Let's see. Ooh, it's looking bleak. End of turn 3. Not gonna lie, things are looking pretty shit. So straight off the bat, that ISD melted away both my hammerheads. Melted away Garrow's Honor, melted away Shriv. That was a heavy hit. I wasn't expecting to lose those 2 so early, especially when those hammerheads were semi-fresh. External racks on that ISD really hurt. Because like you never expect the side arc of an ISD to like melt a ship away, and yet it did. Man, that's hammerheads for you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I did manage to board with Cham. I'm not too sure if that would have done anything. So obviously I gave his whole stack Squadron. I'm pretty sure I would have achieved that anyway with the Slicer Tool GR75s, but well, at least for the next 2 turns he's going to have Squadron, and there's no Squadrons to command. I was really hoping to board with Shriv so I can get rid of Vader, or maybe, I don't know, external racks before, or something useful. Yeah, the Starhawk is still healthy. I don't think the Starhawk is going to go down anytime soon. It hasn't been touched. I'm not sure you can kill it in the next 3 turns or so. Yeah, we just need to put some hurt on that ISD. So I've chipped away at it. I'm not sure if I can actually take this guy down, but we'll see. Okay, turn 4. I've gotten rid of the Jerks Auntie just by pure ramming, which is great. Starhawk, I've slowed down to speed 1. I used the Magnite Tractor Beam to slow down the ISD to speed 1. Really don't want that thing to get away because I'm starting to push some damage cards through. It's taken about 5 hull. I'm pretty sure over the next couple of turns with no shields, I have a small chance of destroying it. I'll just have to see. I put a raid token onto it as well, so that way it can't get away if there's a nav, but I don't know. He's got Thrawn, he's already revealed a nav, he's going to reveal another one. He can easily discard his squadron dial that I've chammed before to get rid of the raid. And the way I see him getting speed 3 again is if he managed to push into that comms neck Gazani, who gives him another nav token. So he's going to get nav and a nav token go from 1 to 3. Freaking annoying, especially when I've like raid tokened him, I've sliced him, I've chammed him, and I've tractor beamed him a couple of times. So, all right, it's looking pretty bleak. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna win this game. Alright, it's a bit unfortunate. This is turn 5. My Starhawk's activated, and I've hit this ISD, and he's down on 2 hull left. So I have to move now, and chances are I'm not gonna be able to hit it next turn because he's got first player as well. Alright, so I decided to drop the speed 0 because I reckon even if this ISD somehow miraculously goes from speed 1 to speed 3, I should still be able to get long range onto its rear, even obstructed, so I have to get 2 damage onto it somehow. Alright, turn 5 really sucks. His Vading boarding action went across and destroyed my Magnite Crystal Tractor Beam. So then there's going to be none of this speed 0 tractor beaming shenanigans happening. Freaking annoying. So it's funny because I'm the Rebel Pirate Fleet. I'm the one supposed to be boarding him and he's boarding me instead. Alright, and so I took a bit of a gamble because his ISD is now behind me. I slowed down the speed 0, and by doing that, I was hoping to keep the Starhawk there and keep the arc, because no matter where he went between speed 1 to 3, I was going to get some shots off somewhere. But if I moved forward at speed 1, I was going to be definitely out of range. There was no way I could turn. So I took a bit of gamble there, went to speed 0. The Starhawk was on full health. I don't think anything could kill it. Felix was smart. He never shot my ISD after boarding it because he feared the salvo tokens. He's only got 2 hull left. And I've worked out, no matter where he goes, yes, I'm going to be obstructed, but thank goodness that the rear and side arcs both have 2 reds. So that gives me 1 red. So I'm hoping across 2 attacks that I get 2 damage somehow. So I need both dice to roll hits. So on the next turn, so oh goodness, it's literally down to the dice gods now. So he's activated his ISD first, of course. This is turn 6. He's got a nav command on his dial. Sadly, Cham effect has run out, so Felix is now trying to work out where the speed 3 gets him. Avenger 2's move. Let's see where it goes. Speed 3. Where's that ISD going? Alright, that should be safe from clearing that Gazanti. Now all we need to see is arcs and range from my Starhawk. What do we got?
So we've got long range for both.
Oh, okay,
but you've
cool.
also got double arc. And this one's obstructed if he's trying to shoot the side or up front.
We need that. So we've got 1 red each way. So if I roll a blank on either roll, I'm screwed. Alright, so let's let's see where this is. So I activated my Starhawk. I've got a nav command. I'm going to attract a beam this guy by 1 speed. Right.
Oh, yeah.
But you're supposed to go speed 3. Yeah. Okay, cool. For last. This is the last turn anyway. Alright, so the rear arc into the side. I'm obstructed, so I've got 1 red. So it's a hit. So I've got a crit. So you take 1. So he's down. So he's got 1 left. So here's the second
side.
one.
Yeah.
So now side to side. And it's a double. The ISD goes burning down. Yes. Okay, and because I've done nav and I've got Ramus, I'm getting out of here at speed 2.
Yeah. Pretty close game. Obviously, it came down to that last shot, turn 6 by the Starhawk, but the Kuat was hurting as well from the double up from the hammerhead. So yeah, it's a pretty fun game overall. Starhawk's pretty tanky, obviously, so I didn't bother trying to shoot it, and yeah, just try to kill all the small ships and hopefully get points that way.
So I pulled a victory out of my ass. That was fantastic. That was lucky rolls from my side. But I think if this was a tournament, Felix would have turned left instead of turning right towards the Starhawk. Because if you want to, he destroyed all my ships except for the Starhawk pretty much. So I would have just zipped out of there and not deal with the Starhawk at all. But he turned the other way and towards my Starhawk, so that gave me a chance to shoot back at him. This is the first time I've won a game where I've lost 5 ships, but still won. It's very interesting how that worked. And the only ships I've killed was the Jerkzanti and the ISD, of course. Funnily enough, if I didn't kill the Jerkzanti, it would be Felix's victory. And in saying that, I'm going to acknowledge now, I totally made a mistake with Amity. I've read that as any overlap damage, you add an extra one. Sadly, that only the way it really works is if something overlaps you give them an extra one and you give an extra one to yourself. So I read that wrong, so I think that Jerkzanti would have been alive, which would have, of course, changed the course of the game. So I acknowledge that one to you, Felix. I'd say this one's your win. But overall, I think I really like this Rebel pirate fleet, with the whole boarding action thing, with the whole multiple activations. I think you need multiple activations to make the Starhawk effective. I think a big trap with the tractor beam is people are looking to slow down at speed 0 at some point. And I think really what you need to do is change your thinking so that you're using the tractor beam to slow down targets appropriately, because sometimes the Q7s don't really do that. The reason I have the Q7s is to get rid of nav tokens and then slow them down with the Magnite tractor beam. I think the most frustrating thing about this whole battle report is the fact that I didn't really get to test that against a normal fleet. I only had to test it against something that's what I consider a hard counter. Yeah, because with Thrawn, he totally counters my slicer tools, counters my raid tokens, counters my tractor beams, countered Cham, countered most of my boarding actions. And yeah, I just felt there was like really nothing I could do to slow that ISD down. And because in that game, he still managed to get to speed 3 somehow and nearly got away. But thank goodness he didn't. Really fun game. I'm hoping to test this pirate fleet out and maybe take it to primes. I really want to test it against a squadron fleet because I feel with squadrons, they would either pound on the Starhawk or eliminate the hammerheads one by one. I think either way, there should be enough damage pushing through to the carriers to get rid of them and then bug out to get the points. So yeah, we'll have to see. Hoping to do more of these kind of battle reports. If you like this style of battle report, please let me know. It's something I can do while being on camera as well. But we'll still do the full battle reports. Those will be done obviously with Luke because he's much more charismatic than I am. Yeah, otherwise, like and subscribe. This is Veteran Captain Ken signing out.